The universe breathed again. Finally, Thanos, the mad titan, was no more, or so they thought. He was defeated, yes, his grand, terrible plan for balance undone. The Infinity Stones were scattered, their power diminished for a time. He sat now, contained. A prison crafted by Earth's brightest held him. It was a stark, lonely place. He had all the time in the universe to think. He replayed every moment of his downfall. He saw the faces of those who opposed him. He felt the sting of their victory, a bitter contrast to his own past triumphs. He had been so sure, so certain of his path. The universe needed correction, a harsh pruning for new growth. He was the only one with the will, the only one strong enough to make the hard choices. But strength was not enough. Vision was not enough. He had underestimated them, their resilience, their hope, their stubborn refusal to break. He had seen them as children, squabbling and short-sighted. Now he saw them as the architects of his current, very small world, a world of four walls and endless contemplation. The silence was the loudest thing. It screamed louder than any battle cry, louder than the snap itself. In the void of his confinement, new thoughts began to stir. Was his way truly the only way? Could there be balance without annihilation? These were dangerous questions for a mind like his, a mind built on conviction, a mind that rarely knew doubt. Yet doubt was a seed, and in the barren ground of his cell, it began to take root. He watched the guards. He listened to their mundane chatter. He learned. He was a creature of immense power. Even without the gauntlet, his intellect, his sheer physical presence remained formidable. But power, he was learning, could be a prison of its own. His power had led him here. His ambition had become his cage. The Avengers, they had shown him that. They had fought for what they believed in. They had protected their imperfect world, and they had succeeded where he had failed. This was a lesson, a hard lesson, one he was slowly, painfully beginning to understand in the quiet of his captivity. News travels even to the most secure prisons. Whispers first, then more concrete reports. A new power was rising. From the shadows of Latveria, a kingdom veiled in iron and magic. Dr. Doom. His name echoed with a different kind of dread, not the cosmic, philosophical threat Thanos represented. This was a raw, unadulterated hunger for dominion. Doom sought not balance, but absolute control over everything, over everyone. He was a tyrant in the truest sense, cloaked in green and metal, wielding both science and sorcery with terrifying skill. Thanos listened. He processed. Doom's methods were crude in his view, unrefined, but his ambition. That was something Thanos recognized, yet it was twisted differently. Doom did not seek to save the universe from itself. He sought to make the universe his, a plaything, a monument to his own ego. This was not a vision, however misguided. This was pure, unadulterated lust for power. Thanos felt a flicker of something, not fear, but a cold, hard calculation. Doom was a threat that could unravel everything, even the fragile peace the Avengers had fought for. He considered the Avengers. They had defeated him, but Doom was different. Doom's magic was potent, his intellect a match for any. Thanos knew the mystical arts were a weakness for many technologically advanced heroes. He saw a scenario where Earth's mightiest heroes might fall. And if Earth fell to Doom, the rest of the galaxy would soon follow. Doom would not stop. He would consume. He would corrupt. He would twist reality to his own dark design. This was a cancer that needed to be cut out quickly, decisively. A thought formed. An unwelcome, almost alien thought. Alliance. He, Thanos, working with his former enemies. The idea was distasteful, almost repulsive. Yet logic dictated its necessity. Doom was a common enemy, a far greater, more immediate destructive force than he had been. His own correction was meant to preserve life in the long run. Doom's reign would be an endless, dark oppression. He made a decision. He would speak to them. He would offer his help, for the good of the universe, perhaps. Or perhaps, simply because Doom's brand of chaos was an offense to his own ordered vision of destruction.
Thanos wants to help? No way, Mr. Stark. This is the guy who, you know.
The Avengers were, understandably, skeptical, hostile even. Iron Man's hologram scoffed. Captain America stood stoic, arms crossed. Thor just looked ready for another go, but Doctor Strange listened. He understood the arcane nature of Doom's power. He knew Doom was not a foe to be underestimated. He had seen futures, infinite possibilities, and perhaps in some of them this unholy alliance was the only path to averting a greater catastrophe. He looked into Thanos' eyes, searching for the truth, or at least a shared purpose. Spider-Man was there too, young, still reeling from past encounters. The idea of teaming up with Thanos was absurd, terrifying, wrong, but Strange was persuasive. He spoke of stakes beyond their comprehension. Thanos, for his part, was surprisingly subdued. He laid out Doom's likely strategies. He spoke of Doom's mystical vulnerabilities, things he knew from his own vast knowledge. He made no excuses for his past. He simply offered a weapon against a new shared enemy.
We may have no other choice. Doom's power is unlike anything we've faced. We need every advantage we can get.
The decision was made, a temporary truce, an alliance of necessity. Thanos would be monitored closely. Spider-Man was assigned to keep an eye on him, much to his dismay and Thanos' subtle irritation. The Titan found the boy's incessant chatter distracting. Yet there was a strange resilience to him, a light that even Thanos' shadow couldn't entirely dim. Dr. Strange acted as the bridge, his calm demeanor and mystical insight guiding their uneasy preparations. He knew this was a gamble of cosmic proportions. Training, if you could call it that, was tense. Thanos observed Spider-Man's acrobatic movements, his quick wit. He saw Strange manipulate energies that mirrored his own understanding of cosmic power, albeit through a different lens. He offered curt, tactical advice. He did not try to befriend them. He did not seek their approval. He was a tool for now, a weapon pointed at Doom. But perhaps, just perhaps, working alongside these heroes, seeing their methods, their sacrifices, something was shifting within the mad Titan. A hairline crack in his hardened resolve. Doom's castle loomed, a fortress of dark metal and crackling green energy. Latveria itself seemed to hold its breath. The unlikely trio arrived. Spider-Man, all nervous energy and quips. Dr. Strange, a beacon of focused mystical power. And Thanos, a silent, imposing force of destruction now aimed at a new target. Doom was waiting. He had anticipated their arrival. His Doombots swarmed, a metallic tide. The battle began, a chaotic symphony of webs, spells, and brute force. It was a sight no one would have ever predicted. Spider-Man zipped through the air. He webbed up Doombots, his agility a constant annoyance to Doom's forces.
Hey, Buckethead, your decor is a little evil.
Dr. Strange wove intricate spells. Shields of gold deflected energy blasts. Bands of crimson light bound powerful constructs. He engaged Doom directly in a duel of sorcery, reality itself bending around them. Thanos was a wrecking ball. He tore through Doombots with his bare hands. His strength was immense, his combat experience unparalleled. He moved with a grim purpose, each blow calculated. Doom was powerful, arrogant. He unleashed torrents of energy, magical and technological. He taunted them, his voice metallic and cold.
Fools! You bring the architect of your near destruction to fight me? Pathetic!
But the trio fought with a strange synergy. Strange created openings. Spider-Man exploited them. Thanos delivered devastating blows. At one point, a blast meant for Spider-Man was intercepted by Thanos' massive arm. A grunt, nothing more. But Spider-Man saw it. A flicker of something unexpected. The battle reached its peak. Doom, enraged, channeled a massive surge of power. It threatened to overwhelm them all. But working together, they found a chink in his armor. Strange's spell, Spider-Man's distraction, and Thanos' overwhelming might combined. Doom was blasted back, his armor cracking, his power failing temporarily. He vanished in a flash of green light, vowing revenge. Latveria was safe for now. The three stood amidst the wreckage. An unspoken understanding passed between them. This was not over, and maybe, just maybe, this alliance had a future. Thanos looked at the Earth heroes. His expression was unreadable, but something had changed.